Feels pretty woven to me. She's so we love it. Bad combination. What I learnt in retail, in my retail days. And then you get two of these, which is just non-woven wrap. Good morning, you guys. I'm just about to leave the house. I have a very small wedding today that I'm going to be doing solo just because it is so small. So it's going to be pretty hot today. Hot for us anyway. It's going to be about 30 degrees. I live in a very cold climate, so 30 degrees is like really fucking hot. So it'll be interesting to see how the flowers last, but I'm going to try and hold off until like as close to the ceremony as I can, just so that they have the best chance possible for staying alive. But let's head to the warehouse. And we are here. Guys, I also got the new Floral ceramics, which is very exciting. So for those of you who haven't and want to, this is sort of the sizing of them. Hopefully that kind of helps. What I am finding is that it's quite a large like circle. So it's better off for something that can more so like fill it as opposed to single stems. Whereas like, for example, these are normally our bud vases. So, I know it's kind of hard to see, but that's like the difference. Doesn't really look like much, but it's quite a larger hole. Like that could fit in that. So for like single stem, it might be a little bit tricky. So we're gonna have a play anyway. But yeah, that's really exciting. So this is my shelving, in case you haven't seen, which is like so boring to so many people, but probably exciting for florists. So a lot of florist stuff and just like different holders for candles. And we are slowly running out of room, which is a good problem to have. Tom built us more of these bud vase trays, or just trays I should say. So this was the old tray, really heavy, black, and only fits this size and the triple legged vessel. That's why the holes are all like different. They're not like uniform. So this is like invention number 2, which is so much more beautiful. They are white, which makes me very happy. If you can't tell, I love white. And the inserts are, you can take them out, which is so handy. It means that for different size vessels, we can just take the inserts out. And we can also clean in here, because in the black one, this part is like so gross and grimy. And then every time we get a new vessel, like the new bud vases that we've got, all we have to do is make this new insert rather than making a whole new tray. So that's so fun. I told him to start selling them. So if you're in Australia and you want one, maybe just DM me and we can sort something out, because they're honestly life-changing. So we have 4 of those bad boys. This rack is like a bit of a random rack. It did have all of our bouquet boxes, but now it's just got all like like we take these to pack candles, like I'll use that today. And then these didn't fit on that shelf. These are all random like fabrics and stuff that we've gotten from old weddings, and obviously the cages that we never use. So this all has to be cleaned, which I might get Claire onto. And then this is all, now that we're doing a tour of the warehouse, this is all Tom's crap that has been in here since we moved in a year ago. In case you don't know about this bad gal, her name is Pink Expression. Isn't she insane? She's so fluffy. We love her. We got a bad batch of roses from the markets, which is so annoying. They're like, you might not be able to see it, but they're super brown and gross. It's sort of at the point where if I flex them, they're just gonna fall apart. Her name is Creme de la Creme. She's beautiful, but she's brown. So what I usually do is I'll either throw them, or if it's like almost all of them are brown for whatever reason, they've been conditioned, they've been in the cooler, freezing cold, it's just a bad batch, then what I do is try and pick as much of the brown off. I wouldn't put it in a bouquet because I know that it's going to fall apart or be brown and you're going to see it. But what I could do is bury it really deep in the ceremony for the ones where it's like only the tiniest bits of brown. If it's like the whole thing's brown, obviously I'm just going to chuck it out, which is sad. But Creme de la Creme, one of my absolute faves. I'm seeing a lot of yellow and blue in colour palette requests for next year, which is very exciting. Two boxes. I think I need to order more stickers though, so it might be the last of the stickers. I like to get everything prepped in terms of like packaging for the bouquets before I do the bouquets. Otherwise what tends to happen is I'm like standing around with a bouquet trying to do all this one-handed, like I'm doing now for you guys. But it's just for the sake of the vlog. That's why I'm doing it. Oh, we do have more stickers. That's a good time. I've been using these stickers as a way for them to know like whose is whose. Which has been good. I like it. Get a box, a posy box. Just make it up. I like to keep these high just so that it protects the bouquet even more, but if not, you can fold them down if we need to fold them down. And then what I do is I get a piece of sticky tape and I take the center. That's what I learnt in retail, in my retail days. And then you get two of these, which is just non-woven wrap. Funnily enough, feels pretty woven to me. Anyway, we make them into little cute into like triangles, as you do as a florist. Stuff her in. Now obviously there's no rules doing this. If you want to use tissue paper, if you want to use not a box, I don't know, you do you. gets to look however you want it to look like. And then, see where this fold is on the cardboard? You want that to be at the back, not at the front. So with that being at the back side, I then get my sticker and I sticker on the front. Ta-da! Beautiful. So I use tape to tape my bouquets. Little pot tape. So what I do is I just do like a whole bunch of strips, like maybe that long for the longest one, and then like little ones, and then I just tape every few stems. It's just what I do. It was very hard to learn at the start. So this is just literally an orchid box. That's it. So I'm gonna go and deliver these and then come back and finish the ceremony, which I've just started, and then head to the ceremony. I just got back, I dropped the bouquets off and she freaking loved them. The bridesmaid went crazy for the ribbons, so it's always like such a relief, and it makes the rest of the day so much better when they love it. Like when they love it, I'm just like, yes, I want to put even more love into your stuff. And when they hate it, it's just like, it's so hard to like keep the morale. So feeling good. I have to go get petrol before we go to the ceremony, but the ceremony is basically done, and then we've just got to drop everything off on the tables. let's go to the ceremony, to the venue. Let's do this. Okay, these have literally fallen over 100,000 times if you can't tell by the wind. I have no pegs on me, so I've just stolen this rock from wherever I could find to sit it in front to hopefully stop it from falling over. They've literally fallen over, I reckon, 45 times in the 10 minutes that I've been here. It's hot and it's windy. We don't like that. It's a bad combination. But we're feeling good. We're feeling fresh. We're finished. So now it's time to go back and drop the van off and get my car and sweep the floor.
I get my teeth fixed when I was a kid.
And edit this and upload it. And I have blisters. Welcome, summer. We kind of like you. We kind of don't. Okay, let's debrief before my battery dies and I go home. Things I liked. The palette was beautiful. The flowers were gorgeous. Doing everything today was nice instead of taking days and days and days to prep. It's like if it's small enough, you can smash it out in a day very, very easily with one human if need be, and then obviously increase from there. I think I used to like stretch it across too many days for a really long time when I first started, so that's a big difference. Ceremony, take pegs everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, pegs, stone. Like I even was, when I was packing the van, I was like, okay, what do I need? And what I do is I like walk through the steps that I would take when I'm there. As in I go, okay, I'm picking up the ceremony pieces that I've just made. I'm putting them down. Do I need anything? Do I need water picks? Do I need cable ties? Like I walk through it in my head so that things come up when I'm like, oh, if I wanted to attach the chicken wire to the thing or whatever, I know to get cable ties, for example. So I did that, but I just obviously wasn't thinking about the wind that is always at that venue. I think the last time we were there, we're not there all that much, but the last time we were there, the ceremony feature fell, and I should have just thought it's a windy hole, that ceremony spot. So yeah, I wish I had pegs because it fell, I'm not even kidding, I reckon like 45 times. It fell over so many times, and it didn't matter like what way I put the flowers or how much water I put in it or the stone that I put in front. Like the wind was just hectic, and I was trying to find stone from the venue without like wrecking their gardens as well, obviously. So yeah, if I had my own stone, I probably would have put a good couple of chunks front and back, but it's just all I could find. Other than that, I think everything worked out well. I think Brad was really happy with Bouquet, so that is always a good start, a good sign. Doesn't matter anyway, really. I've come to the point where I just like drop expectations of like the bride should love the bouquets and the bride should send a raving message the next day, and they should leave me a Google review and they should tag me on socials. Like I've just dropped all expectations, and I actually just think like, what's the worst that could happen? What would I do in that situation? Cool, anything else is a bonus. Like them loving it, them sending me a message, them leaving a review, like it's all a bonus on top of it. I think when you can drop that expectation of they have to do this and they have to do that, and if they don't, I'm gonna freak out and spiral, like it's gonna make sense that you're gonna spiral. So yeah, that's my little tip for you. But I'm going to clean up, do a sweep, go home, jump on my dog,